we're only just beyond halfway, all right? And when I said to you the other day, I said I was going to remind you of this. This is where it gets tough, okay? Because we've still got, these next scenes are the biggest scenes. So those aches and pains and early mornings and everything else, this is where they really, 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 this is where I need to get you to dig deep, because it's as important as yesterday. So each day from here on, we really, really have to find new ways to lift each other and get through these, because it's going to get tough from here on. Knowing that is now to try and prepare for that mental toughness, because it's hard. I mean, you know, we're quite a long way in. So, and I know those feet are hurting. I know all of that. So it's tough. I know it's tough.
Ready and action.
The difference on this particular movie compared to those that I've done previously is obviously the ballet. As a veteran, a 20-year veteran of rugby myself, I've kind of compared the dancers to rugby players, because that's the kind of punishment they're actually inflicting on themselves. So I've developed a new respect, I think, for ballet dancers. I was just telling the camera guys beforehand, when the girls take off their points, I mean, their feet are swollen and red. They're sore after a long day's shooting. So, yeah, I think I've developed a healthy respect on this particular production for ballet dancers.
I'd rather actually not take this off, because then it will not go back on.
But I'm thinking about tomorrow as well.
No.
You know, I didn't take into account the actual pain on their feet, especially for the girls, because they're in those very uncomfortable shoes. And I realized that it's such a big process, and it's such a big ask. So we've had to adapt, and we'd have to rethink, and you know, like that's their machine. Their body is their paycheck, you know, and they have to take good care of it, and they have to keep it in mint condition, and to come out to warm up in the morning and be on standby for 10 hours during the whole day, and to dance, and to come back day after day and repeat the performances it's very impressive, very, very impressive.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly, yeah.
We've been scheduling daily for body stress release and for a physiotherapist to come around and just massage them out and needle them a little bit and treat them just to ease their symptoms. I think specifically on this production, our guys and girls that are dancing here are dancing for a lot longer than they would normally have done. I mean, any ballet production is a couple of hours long. Here they're shooting between 10 and 12 hours a day. So you can imagine the strain on their bodies is a lot greater than it normally would be.
The risk of injury and fatigue for the dancers was my third and major challenge. Both crew and dance cast were working to a grueling schedule of 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, in a cold studio and often without seeing daylight. Each day I walked a tightrope between pushing hard to keep to my schedule while pushing the dancers to repeat sequences to get the shots I needed at different angles and different speeds and different lighting conditions. This was a very physical process, one the dancers weren't used to, especially when most of the female leads were on points. Should there have been an injury, I couldn't replace that character with an understudy like a live performance, which was something that was often misunderstood by the dancers. How would I ever been able to conceal the very obvious difference in shape, look, and character of the dancers? It was just too revealing on the stage.
One of my shadows was injured, Mbalelo. The shadow movements are very low, so they're constantly down. And there's a lot of hip movements where the legs are coming over from the back to the front. And it's constant all the time. And I think his hip just got to a point where it was like, I just can't anymore.
They called me onto the stage, and I think it was his left lower back and hip had kind of locked up a little bit. I took him to the medical tent and I put him on the massage table and I massaged it out. And then we got the physiotherapist to come in the afternoon and have another session with him.
Get something out, but it's right there.
So I'm trying to stretch it over.
Yeah.
Can't hold it.
Spoiling everything for me, because I just like to do my job and get done with it. And right now I feel like I'm letting everybody down. It doesn't feel good.
Really?
No, it doesn't.
You know, these are the daily struggles we struggle with as dancers. Always something sore, people kicking you, waking up feeling like your hamstrings want to tear. It's lovely. It really is quite a job we do, but it's so much fun though. So much fun.
There's so many people involved, you know, it's just obviously not just about us, it's about the cameras, and you know, people getting the shots and makeup and all of that. So we understood that there would be a wait, but it's so hard because you're trying to keep your body warm, and then you know you've got to do a leap, and then you wait, and then your body gets cold, and then you see us all doing push-ups, and then you go, and then so that was very challenging.
How we bonded as well really helped with. We were saying, guys, our bodies are sore. This is day 10. We've all got injuries. We're all sore, but we got to do this. This is the timing. This is the choreo. This is the placing. One take, 3 maximum.
We can do it.
Yes. Go. Yes. That was the main word.
It is my job to look after everyone. So when they come to me, even if it is a bit dramatic, I just pacify them, calm them, and treat them as best as I can. And we've done pretty well, I think.
Producing Iris was a 2-part process. We had always viewed it as a stage show first and foremost, and therefore had designed it in that way. We had to take the stage show and figure out a way to film it. But as the film came together, we knew we had a live show that would work.